Hello everybody and welcome to today's class. Now what's really important about this class is to say that this is a bit more of an advanced postnatal class. So you should find that the other exercises that you're doing from all the other classes should feel really achievable. You should feel that you're comfortable, you should feel smooth, you should feel that you've got control. If not, just park this class for a little bit and just come back to it after you've repeated those other classes a little bit more. As always, we're going to have options with our ball and with our band. And at any point during this class, you suddenly feel, oh, do you know what? I'm not quite there yet. Just stop and come back to it another time. So we're going to start off taking a lovely breath in and breathing out. We're going to breathe in. We're going to breathe out. We're going to breathe in. We're going to breathe out. We're going to start off with a nice side bend stretch. You can come up into standing or high kneeling if you prefer. Just trying to reach across to the other side of the room. We're going to breathe in. We're going to breathe out and we're going to side bend the other way. We're going to breathe in. I'm going to do it once more. We're going to breathe out, reach our fingertips towards the other side of the room. And then we're going to come back and we're going to go to the other side. I'm going to come back and do some spine twists. So always lengthening as we spine twist. Breathing in and then breathing out, just spine twisting. Growing tall. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Coming back to center. We're going to have a lie down on our mats. We're going to think about finding that nice neutral position, feet, knees, hip width apart, shoulders relaxed, collarbones open, nodding our head up and down, side to side, making sure it's soft, rocking the pelvis forwards and back to find that center position. From here, we're going to breathe into it, engage our core. As we breathe out, we're going to come into scissors one. So we're going to pick up our heel. We're going to float one leg into single tabletop. We're going to breathe out. We're going to lower with control. We're going to breathe out. Breathing in, lowering with control. And we're just going to keep going. So using this to check in with ourselves. How are we with our neutral spine today? Are we nice and centered? Are we aware of that tray of drinks? Are we noticing that we have to slow down a bit because we're rocking? See how you feel. Floating up. Floating down, floating up, floating down. Maybe going a little bit slower than I am, thinking about your control, understanding that it's just you and the exercises and what you get out of them. Breathing out, floating up. Core gently engage that 20%. Last round. And then one more. So we're going to come now onto our single leg slides, our leg lengthening, but we're going to have a little variation. Instead of sliding the foot on the mat,
we're going to hover the foot off the mat as if it's resting on 2 grains of rice. So finding your center, breathing in, core gently engaged. As we breathe out, the foot starts off on the mat and then it just hovers the tiniest bit as it lengthens. As we breathe in, it comes back. Now you're going to have to watch gently putting that foot down, noticing how you may start to rock a bit more. We're going to go to the other side. We're going to breathe out, hovering that foot just the tiniest bit off the mat, only as far as you can go before you feel that we lose our lovely center position. Breathing in, and the challenge here is now popping the foot back down. Breathing out, center core just gently engaged. Breathing in. Now some of you may notice with the foot slightly hovered off the mat that you can lengthen a little bit further before you lose your center. And that is normal for certain people. Some of you will find that you can't and it's actually harder. So really listen to what's going on. Breathing out. And the temptation here is to put the foot down too quickly. So if you had that tray of drinks on your hips, they would really spill. And as we're lengthening, can you imagine that the leg is going in a straight line? So it's a straight line away from you as you lengthen away. Coming back. And then we're going to go again. We're going to lengthen. And we're going to come back. Doing really well. We're going to do one more on each side. We're going to breathe out. Breathing in. See how smooth it can be. Last one, breathing out. Breathing in. And pause, stretching if you want. Just noticing the difference in the challenge. So we're going to follow that up with another exercise that I call kind of tiny footsteps. And it's again this challenge of trying not to rock as we move. So encouraging you to have your listening hands on your pelvis, you're in your center, upper body is really soft. So we're going to breathe in, core is gently engaged. I'm going to just pick this foot up and do a little footstep forwards. I'm going to breathe in and I'm going to bring it back. As it goes down, how still can I be? Can I change sides? I'm going to breathe out and I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to breathe out, tiny little footstep, and I'm going to breathe in. Noticing what happens. How does it feel as your foot touches the mat? What do you notice as you start to lift the other foot? Noticing how not only is your inner core being gently engaged, these outer muscles, your outer abdominals, are having to work to help you not rock. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. We're going to do one more round so I can feel my outer abdominals firing very softly. The stiller you are, the more your core control kicks in. And pause and stretch. So we're going to come up into double tabletop prep. So all of those exercises that we've just done have been really awakening your core, really opening your body up and your mind up to the feeling of staying centered and what it feels like to change weight and rock. Now, if you do this exercise and there's any strain whatsoever, I just want you to skip this exercise for now. you're not going to find that you're able to do this, and I don't want you to create any pain. So starting off, really make sure you're centered. Really check that you can only get a silk scarf underneath your back. Go to breathe in, you're going to engage your core muscle. As you breathe out, pick up that heel, slide the foot back, fold it up into single tabletop. We're now going to take a breath in. You're going to deepen the core, so actually engage the core a little bit more, and you're going to pick up the heel on your other foot. Look at my other foot. Then I'm going to slide my foot back. Do not lift yet. Very gently, I'm going to peel it up so it matches. I've got a matching set. And as I peeled it up, I should notice that my outer abdominals start to engage. I'm then going to lower the leg that I lifted up last, making sure it doesn't go far away from my body, that it starts off where it landed. And my toes are going to come down, then my heels are going to come down. And then I'm going to gently do the other side. This is called double tabletop prep. Now, obviously with medical guidance, we talked about any of you who have separations not being able to really start the classes. But if you did that and you suddenly noticed any significant doming in your abdomen, I need you to stop. Really important to stop. And then that's something you need to get checked out. So off we go again. We're going to breathe in to engage our center, breathe out, pick up the heels, slide the foot back, fold up into single tabletop. Breathe in, deepen that center, pick up the other heel, slide back, fold up. We're going to lower this leg down. All of that practicing about trying not to rock. So this last little bit, don't rush putting the foot down. Your other leg is going to feel surprisingly light, but still be aware of having control. Pop that foot down. We're going to go the other way now. So we're going to breathe in. We're going to float the other leg up first. Folding up as we're breathing out. Breathe in to deepen the center. Breathe out, pick up the heel, slide the foot. And we're really looking at not rocking as we lift. Breathing in, lowering down as we breathe out. And then the other leg is easier, so we can just keep breathing in as we lower down. Things to watch, that our neck and our head isn't being sore, that we don't feel a strain in our back. Some people jump into it and then they tip back. Some people really arch. So being really aware of our center, keep going. Breathing in, engage the core. Breathing out, fold up. Breathing in, deepen the center. Breathing out, pick up the heels, slide back, fold up. Breathing in to hold, breathe out, lower the other leg. Down with control, breathe in, just lower the other leg, keep that control even though it feels light. We're going to do one more round, we're going to breathe in, engage the center, breathing out, folding up. Breathing in, deepen that center, breathe out, slide the foot, fold up. Breathing in to hold, breathing out, lower that leg down with control. Breathing in, lower the other leg down. And have a stretch. Well done. So from here, we're going to have a lie down on our side. So grab your other head block if you need to support your head and neck. I today want to lie kind of in this position, which is comfortable for me, but you don't have to. You can just lie with both arms there and your head and neck supported. We're going to come into our side leg lift. So we're going to lie nice and long, remembering to have our crab hand if we want, just to give us support, long through the waist as if we've got a marble under our waist. We're going to breathe in to engage, and as we breathe out, focusing on this muscle just behind the top of our hip muscle, hip abductor. Just allow that leg to lift up. Breathing in, come down. Micro adjusting if you need. Breathing in, come down. I need you to rest at any point. At any point that you need, you rest. And if you want, you can just follow this foot movement. So you point on the way up, you flex on the way down. You point on the way up, you flex on the way down. Now, if you do that and you notice that you're struggling to find the right muscle, that by moving the foot, you're now finding that your leg is starting to kick in, then it's not for you. It's not because you failed or something's radically wrong. It's just not a variation that suits your body. 2 more. 1 more. And then you're going to rest. Well done. Give that a little bit of a pat. Okay. And then from there, we're going to do another exercise. So resting as you want, maybe you can't quite do as many as we are at the moment. We're going to do like a baby crocodile snap. And you can have your hand here, and I want you to stay long through the waist. So what you're going to do is you're going to breathe in, you're going to engage your core, and you're going to float your top leg in line with your hip. And then we're going to just bend the bottom ankle to touch that other side. We're going to lower, and we're going to lower down. Well done. So we're going to breathe and engage, breathe out, hover, breathe in to hold, breathe out, just tap, breathing in, down and down. I'm going to do 3 more. Core engage, breathing out, breathing in to hold, breathing out, tap, breathing in. 2 more. Remembering that although we want to strengthen, we don't want to hurt our body in that process. So if you're really starting to get tired and uncomfortable, you have to learn to listen and just build up slowly. Give that a little bit of a pat, give that a little bit of a shake. We're going to do a direct comparison today. So we're going to just take our head block or our pillows and we're going to go straight over onto the other side. We're going to lie with nice and long through the body, finding our center, remembering that little crab hand long through the waist, feeling that it's going to be this bottom muscle, breathing in to engage, breathing out, lifting. My waist is long, the lift is just coming from my bottom, not my knee, not my calf. And again, and back down. Breathing out, core gently engaged. And it can take a long time to get your strength. You may find that you're adjusting the position all the time just to isolate this muscle a bit more. And that makes you really good at Pilates. Listening to your body is the most important thing, really trying to do the exercises well. And if you want, you can point and flex that foot. Point and flex the foot. Point and flex the foot. And last one, point and flex the foot. Having that little moment to pause, knowing that you can stop the video and then come back. We're going to go into those baby crocodile snaps. So remember our little crab hand if we want. So from here, breathing and engaging, floating the top leg in line, bottom part of your leg just taps, come down and down. 4 more. Core engage, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in to hold, breathing out. 3 more. 2 more. Breathe out, core engaged, breathe in to hold. And last one. And then bending that, giving the bottom a little bit of a rub. And then we're going to come up gently onto our hands and knees. And we're going to think about doing a couple of stretches. So from here, our thread the needle stretch today is going to be a bit of a hold. So from here, you're going to just thread and then just gently, as if you're kind of kissing the mat a little bit, but only with your head, you're going to hold that stretch. If that feels too low for you, get your pad and just rest your head on the pad. This arm can be up, this arm can be back. It's a bit of a twisted stretch. Breathing in and out. You can be lower if you want. If it was uncomfortable, you're just a little bit more towards your head block. Then we're going to go towards the other side, using your head block if you need. Just coming into that slightly deeper thread the needle stretch. So for those of you used to yoga, it's a bit more like a child pose with a twist. Just breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And then coming up into your hands and knees. So we're going to now have a go at looking at our control. We're not going to do this too long, but we're going to play with opposite arm, opposite leg on our hands and knees still and see how that feels. So once we're here, we're going to find our center, just rocking our pelvis forwards and back, long through the head and the neck. We're going to be aware of how much we're going to drift side to side. And if at any point this feels too much, can you go to single arm and single leg without doing them together? So breathing in, engaging that center, and you're going to lengthen both points away, and then you're going to see if you can hover them at the same time. You're going to breathe in, and you're going to slide back. See if you can change, being aware of stillness. Breathing out, core gently engage, lengthen, and lifting from the glute, from the arm. Breathing in, coming back. Long through the head and neck. Breathing out those two little bits of string on your fingers and your toes. Then hovering. Remember, the arm only lifts as far as you feel comfortable in your neck. And your leg only lifts as far as you feel that you can control in your low back. Breathing out. And in. Lengthening. And then hovering. And then coming down. We've got one more round. Stop already if you feel that that's enough for now. Lengthening and lifting. And then we've got our last set. So we're going to lengthen and we're going to lift. And we're going to come down. And from here, have a little stretch into child pose. Remembering forearms or sitting back. Breathing in and out. Wiggling the wrists if you feel that you need to do so. And coming to lie back on the mat. Having your ball with you for the next exercise. And from here, we're going to take the ball, we're going to pop it underneath our foot. So again, if you don't have the ball, you can do it without it. We're just going to start looking at our control if we give it a bit of a challenge. So you may need to play with how much air is in the ball. Less air is a bit easier. Find your centre. We're going to do hip twists. So we're going to breathe in to engage. We're going to breathe out. We're going to float that knee out to the side. We're going to breathe in and we're going to come back. We're going to do 4 more on that side. Coming back. We'll do 3 more. And this is when our tray of drinks may really want to wobble. We've got 2 more. We've got 1 more. And we're going to just finish off that movement with control. And then you're just going to change legs. So we're going to find that centre. Breathing in, engaging that core, breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. And in. And just 1 more. And breathing in. And then relax. We're now going to put both feet on the ball. Arms out to the side. We're going to breathe in to engage, and as we breathe out, allow the knees and hips just to drop to one side, only a small distance. We're going to imagine our abdominal muscles now bringing our knees back. And then we're going to breathe out. Of course, you can do this without the ball. Any discomfort, just stop using any of the equipment and we're going to breathe out. So we're only going a small distance, keeping our upper back on the mat. We're going to breathe in and come back. And then we're going to breathe out. And then we're going to breathe in. And we're going to do 1 more, breathing out. And in, core gently engaged, breathing out. And breathing in. So just moving the ball out of the way. Stretch the legs if you want. And we're going to finish off with a band exercise with a little bit of bridge work as well. So, band around the arms. Again, you can do this without the band if you don't have it. Make sure your head and neck are relaxed. We're going to breathe in to engage. And as we breathe out, we're going to tuck that tailbone under. We're going to gently stretch the band. And then we're going to breathe in and we're going to come back down and release the band. We're going to breathe in to engage, breathe out. Gently roll up, stretch the band, arms coming over your head, only as far as comfortable. Breathing in to hold, breathing out. Release the band, everything lowers down. Any arm pain, please stop using the band. Gently tucking the bottom under and coming back down. Now if you need, if it helps, you can pop the ball between your knees to come into bridge. Just an option, some of you may find it easier. And then coming back down. Tucking under. 3 more. Two more. And then last one. Take the bands off. If you were using the ball, just move that out of the way. Give the arms a bit of a stretch. We're going to clasp our fingers and we're just going to push up to the ceiling. Just to gently stretch our arms. Just breathe in and out as we hold the stretch. Maybe bring it back only if your shoulders feel comfortable to do so. And then roll down. So we're going to breathe in, breathe out, push up. Breathe in, gently come back, and then release. Let's stretch out now. So we're going to stretch out our hamstrings. We're going to float one leg up. Remember, you can use the band to hold the leg if it's too difficult, and you can just stretch up, lengthening up to the ceiling. Breathing in and out. Feeling a gentle pull down the back of your leg. And fold the leg, lower with control and just change over. Holding behind the back of that thigh, gently lengthening. Breathing in and out. And then lowering down, stretching off our glutes, so crossing one ankle over. If you feel okay, then gently lifting up. If that feels too tight, just loosening that stretch. So I'm just going to show this level today. Breathing in and out. And then we're going to change sides. So once again, kind of this mid position, we're lifting the leg up. If it feels okay, then you can, if it feels a bit too difficult, you can be in a slightly looser position with your foot forwards, sliding down on the mat and just holding. And again, coming back to that breath, softening through the shoulders and the head and the neck. Just breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And then relax that leg down. One big stretch along on the mat. Taking a breath in. As you breathe out, circle your arms down and around, hugging your knees to your chest, having a little rock side to side. From here, rolling onto your side, gently pushing up into sitting, again sitting however you want. This is really good Pilates here today. Let me just take it down. So from here, we're going to breathe in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. So well done for completing that class. Some of you may have found it more challenging than you thought. And I always say be kind to yourself. You are doing so well and everybody's body is different. What makes me really happy as a teacher is that you're listening to yourself. I have clients who are still doing beginners after 4 years, but that is all that their body needs. I've got people doing more advanced. It doesn't matter. It's about you and your body and your time. So just keep practicing. You'll get stronger. You will feel much better in yourself, and you will hopefully really enjoy each of the classes.